Welcome to Facts for Real Videos. This video about pink chocolate is not a real thing, and I can prove it. Think about waking up in a new environment, where pink has all the chocolate you eat. Sparkles appear in your eyes as soon as you bite into that gorgeous glowy ruby chocolate. With your mouth watering, you eventually take a bite out of this work of art by grabbing the pink chocolate and holding it between your palms. It tastes fine, but not really like chocolate. The question of whether is hotly contested. If ruby is to be believed, pink chocolate is the fourth variety of chocolate, dark, white, and milk chocolate being the first three. But do not fret. We'll discover why later. In 2017, ruby chocolate first hit the shelves through Barry Callebaut, a Swiss-Belgian business. It's a manufacturing trade secret how pink chocolate is made. However, they did share some information about the method. For example, you must wait a time after collecting cocoa beans before you can turn them into chocolate bars. The cocoa beans must be dried and fermented. The fermentation of the cocoa beans is often what produces chocolate. The beans must be roasted in order to achieve its dark chocolate color and rich, complex flavor. We're used to making cacao nibs after grinding the beans. The nibs are melted in the process last step to create a sauce-like chocolate product. It will be combined with sugar, butter, milk, or any other ingredients you want. Some beans have a purple hue by nature, and throughout the fermentation process, they turn a darker color. However, chocolate producers must stop in order to create ruby. They preserve by starting the fermentation in the middle. Some of its natural purpleness can turn pink when combined with a few additional unknown components. If watching this video has whetted your appetite, you can go outdoors and find a ruby Kit Kat at the nearby convenience store. The texture of pink chocolate is probably comparable to that of white. Despite being chocolate, it has a fruity and slightly sour flavor that most likely results from fermentation. We just discussed. Just in case there isn't a pink Kit Kat outside. Another recipe comes near enough to the flavor of the original ruby chocolate. You can munch on a piece of white chocolate, according to Angus Kennedy, a chocolate specialist. A ruby chocolate bar will taste similar to adding some raspberries and a small piece of milk chocolate. Oh, interesting fact, there is intense controversy about whether white chocolate is indeed chocolate. Since it doesn't contain any white cocoa beans, scientists contend that we shouldn't call it white chocolate. Simple cocoa butter, sugar, and vanilla are all that is needed to make chocolate. What is legally required to call something, according to other studies? If that is the rule, chocolate is just a basic percentage of cocoa fat. White chocolate would thereafter be acceptable to call chocolate. However, why did pink chocolate acquire? The fact that we don't just consume with our mouths is what makes it so popular. All of our senses, including size, shape, color, and surface texture, are involved in eating. All have a significant impact on a food's potential attraction to us. Despite what it may appear, a lot of our eating desires are also influenced by smell. We consume largely with our sight, yet the fragrance of something can already trigger your taste buds. Look at this gorgeous pink chocolate ganache and ruby chocolate mousse, for example. It looks good and is aesthetically pleasant. You're ready to consume a dish that represents each color of the rainbow. We have experienced eating with our eyes since the dawn of time, humanity. Take our primate ancestors as an illustration. According to research, primates may have evolved a trichromatic vision to detect the fruit among the dark green canopy that is both nutrient-rich and beautiful. Even just glancing at these mouth-watering food pictures probably makes you hungry. The topics we're discussing, but our minds aren't very sophisticated. We are often duped when it comes to eating. Like in the case of consuming a beverage that tastes like a banana. Your brain will need some time to process it. You'd probably anticipate the drink to taste like strawberries, and that's right. A different study demonstrates how our brain interprets roughness, even though that isn't exactly the case, as a characteristic of healthy eating. If I gave you a choice between a piece of soft and a piece of hard brownie, which would you choose to eat? You'd probably pick the more challenging ones. According to a study published in the Journal of Consumer Research, foods with abrasive textures make you feel heartier and healthier, even though they are just as nutritious as softer counterparts. We eat granola bars and trail mixes because of this. Even though they are very high in calories, we are eating very healthfully. We are experts at eating with our eyes today because to social media. When you receive food, the first thing you do is take a photo of it. The presentation and dish itself receive more likes the prettier they are. The more supper plates a restaurant owner can sell, the more likely someone is to get. On the reality of videos. The number of cuisines from around the world seems to be increasing. Do you know what an imaginative rainbow bagel is? A few years ago, this bagel was all the rage on the internet, and for good reason. The pastry's batter thus resembles Play-Doh more than it does anything edible. It's like eating sunshine, one of its admirers, but it's a visual spectacular that's quite popular with both kids and adults. Indicates that in this situation, the brighter the colors, the better. Consider edible. Ordinary things like a hairbrush, even though it might seem strange to eat a hairbrush cake, I swear this is actually a cake inside. This new social media trend is also awesome because it's full of strange culinary products and is somewhat unexpected. Such as Polaroid cameras that are edible. Edible hand sanitizers, food bottles for water, edible purses, the list is endless. Acai bowls are currently quite popular on social media, and the mouth-watering tone of vibrant purple with the ideal rows of granola, pumpkin seeds, and oats is making me drool. Just by looking at it, you can tell that cuisine has become a little over the top in an effort to attract customers from all over the world. The quintuple burger from Burger King comes to mind. 5 Whopper patties, 5 cheese slices, and 5 rows of bacon are included. You see, a single burger contains over 2,000 calories. This is roughly the daily dietary requirement for the average person. It certainly shocks you to think about eating it. The drawbacks of our need for aesthetically beautiful food still exist in supermarkets. We frequently pick the produce that we believe to be excellent. However, this results in a lot of the unsightly food being thrown out. We eat with our eyes since nobody wants to buy them. But it's crucial to understand that just because a fruit looks odd or twisted doesn't mean it won't provide us with the nutrition we need. A Singaporean initiative called Ugly Food aims to create. People can purchase food that has cosmetic flaws at their online grocery stores. Consumers are encouraged to raise their acceptance level, claims the business. Another endeavor that is altering the quote's meaning. There are eateries that provide dinners with blindfolds since we eat with our eyes. Since 1999, restaurant operators have given their customers the option of dining without naturally through their website. The other senses, such as taste and smell, are enhanced by this encounter. According to a research from 2002, eating while blindfolded can result in up to a 22% reduction in food consumption. According to this study, individuals who were blindfolded would feel full much more quickly than those who weren't, which would basically suggest that our eyes are bigger than our stomachs and that if the food appeals to our eyes, we will eat it. We might feel pressured to take considerably more. That's all we have time for today, so if you satisfied your curiosity, please like and share the video with your friends. Click on these videos if you want more, and then stick to the facts for real videos.